I missed this and did not have time to talk about it until today. This guy from Newsmax, Rob Murphy, who is on the bandwagon attacking me on Twitter over the last few days for the controversy about the Nashville shooting, he interviewed failed former President Donald Trump, and Trump said something bizarre. Donald Trump said that he appointed Ron DeSantis governor. Now, that didn't happen. It simply didn't happen. There's no way in which that could even be remotely interpreted as accurate. Listen to this strangeness.
About Ron DeSantis, he told Eric Bolling last night that he thinks the New York Alvin Bragg probe is a political stunt by George Soros. He also said he would not consider being your vice president in 2024. I want to ask, was that ever an option for you?
No, I never thought of it. I think that we have a lot of great people in the Republican Party. I never thought of it. But, some people every once in a while mention it, but that's about it. No, I think that would be a very unlikely alliance. But, look, I appointed him. He was failing badly in the polls.
What?
He was out of politics. He was going to be out of politics, and I endorsed him. And he went from a very small number to a very high number.
Right.
You appointed him. What on earth does that mean? Does Trump mean that his endorsement was such a lifesaver to DeSantis that it was like an appointment? Trump saying, I endorse you is almost as good as Trump saying, I appoint you, the governor of Florida? Very, very strange. Trump then talking about January 6th, and he says he made beautiful statements, despite the fact that he incited a riot.
I'm president of the United States. I made beautiful statements. If you look at my statements, I wish you could read them off to your viewers, which, by the way, I see you're doing very well, so I'm proud of you, Rob.
Yeah.
But I wish you could read them off to your viewers. But I called for peace. I called for all of these different things on numerous occasions.
Yes, he also used the words fight or fighting more than 20 times and quite literally incited a riotous mob. Trump asked about DeSantis more, and he went after DeSantis for his COVID numbers, which is super interesting. I'll explain why in a moment.
Support you both, but that's politics as we move into primary season here. I want to ask
you.
Well,
you have to get the word out, though, Rob. And, I don't like saying this about another Republican, but you have to. Everyone thought he did great on COVID, but if you look at the list, he did poorly on COVID. He was in the numbers, the same numbers as New York, a little bit worse than New York. He's bad on education, bad on COVID, bad on many different things that people don't know about. So,
Now, you know what? Trump is right. It's just funny because Florida to Republicans is either the shining beacon of freedom and liberty in a sea of wokeness when it's convenient, or it's sort of like not that great if you want to criticize Ron DeSantis. And I have made this case before. Florida's per capita COVID death rate is very so-so. It's not the worst and it's not the best. It's just like kind of mediocre. That's true. Trump's right. Education in Florida, it's not very good. It's not as bad as in Arkansas or Mississippi, but it's not very good either. It's not Connecticut or New York or Massachusetts or Maine. So Trump actually is right here. It's just funny that they're only willing to say this stuff we all know when it's convenient for them, which shouldn't come as a shock. Trump was asked about his choice to hold that rally over the weekend in Waco, Texas, on the 30th anniversary of the Waco siege. He completely ignores the question.
About this rally tomorrow in Waco, Texas. You're holding a massive rally. It's going to be televised here on Newsmax, of course. Next month marks 30 years, though, since that deadly government siege of the Branch Davidian compound there. We've got the mainstream media right now accusing you of, quote, stoking the fires of Waco with this visit and with that location. Just wanted to get your thoughts on that and what people can expect from the rally tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, I hear there's tens of thousands of people. I mean, we're going to have, many, many tens of thousands. The line is already miles long trying to get in. And I don't leave until tomorrow late afternoon. And we're going to have a great time in Waco. We're going to have a great time in Texas. I won Texas by a lot 2 times, as you know. And we have tremendous support in Texas. We have a lot of the congressmen are coming. A lot of the great people in politics are coming. And most importantly, the people of Texas are going. It's going to be a very big rally. We're just now starting our rallies because people love the rallies. And we're just now starting the rallies. And this will be about the first one that we've done. We've done interior things, but this is the first major rally, and I think they're bigger than ever before. I really see it.
Okay, so again, Trump not answering the actual question about the fact that he's in Waco and all of the imagery and all of the insanity of doing that. And then lastly here, Trump going after his former lawyer and friend of the David Pakman Show, Michael Cohen.
It was just the opposite. And then on top of it, you had, which may have been even a bigger fact, you have a letter that talks about this whole thing in exactly the opposite way, which really showed that Cohen was lying. He was lying badly. But he's known for that. He's sort of a con man. And again, he was a lawyer who represented other people. And, he's supposed to have a certain allegiance to a client. Nowadays that doesn't mean so much with all of these prosecutors out there that just...
So Trump bemoaning that even his own lawyers aren't loyal to him. Really deranged interview celebrated by Newsmax. There will be much more of this to come. And I predict it is going to get much, much worse. From the things that Trump has been posting to Truth Central, I think this sort of insanity is only going to get worse.